Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends Baron ZEMO. This was a Walgreens exclusive, but now it's at Big Bad Toy Store. They got some. I bought mine there because I never found one at Walgreens, though they did have them available online. But with shipping and everything, I didn't want to pay that much. I'd rather support Big Bad Toy Store. Anyway, this is actually a really strong release. If you're a Baron ZEMO fan, you might want to watch this review till the end, all the way till the end. And if you aren't, then watch it anyway because algorithms make me money. All right, let's go ahead and get this guy off the stand and take a closer look. Before we get into the review, I just want to take a moment to look at the box art, which is nicely done, but also Chungus ZEMO is probably the best thing since regular ZEMO. He is stocky. All right, let's look at the actual figure. He stands, let me get the camera in focus here. He stands roughly 16.5 centimeters. That's going to make him just about 6.5 inches. So your standard height for Marvel Legends. There he is up against Darwin, his long-lost friend. And it does have some Bucky Cap parts. It has some other parts. It's an amalgamation of various Marvel Legends parts with a few new things, which it's actually pretty good. It's a really solid kit bash of Marvel Legends parts and then with new parts. This is exactly how they should be releasing every Marvel Legends figure, I think. Or at least pretty close. Maybe not exact, but you get the idea. Really solid. Let's go ahead and do a question of the day. Which look for ZEMO is your favorite? The one with the tactical straps and things? The one that's a little bit less floofy? He doesn't have the floofs? Maybe it's a different one altogether. I personally like the floofs. I don't care for the spots. I know I've seen them drawn without the spots on the floofs. That's my liking. But I do like this look overall. It's a very classic look for me, anyway. Okay, so let's dive into the aesthetic. I love the head sculpt. Whoever sculpted this did a good job. There's actually some artistry, and it's just like this guy. Sometimes you just get a really good head sculpt. I'm not joking. Darwin has a really nice head sculpt, despite how horrible the rest of the figure is. A really good head sculpt goes a long way, and they did a good job with this. It's painted well. Also, they actually painted the lines. That's awesome. The eyes have the white where they belong, and then there's a little bit of extra color around there. The gold that's painted is nice. The gold that's inset is nice. There's paint on the sculpted collar. That's nice. They actually painted the glove lines. Black Panther, we're looking at you. It looks so much better with just these tiny details. That's it. Like, there's no paint on the main body at all. But it's not as noticeable because you do have the paint where you need it. It looks so much better. He is relatively shiny and he's missing his holster, but it does look good overall. The proportioning is not bad at all. This hand's a little weird. It's kind of long and strange looking, but overall the proportioning is not bad. We'll look at the legs. Well, let's look at the legs now. Yeah, they're definitely too long still, but it's not as noticeable on this release because of the foofs and stuff. So yeah, it doesn't look bad. The upper body looks really good. So I'll give this one an 8. For Marvel Legends standards, it's an appealing figure. The sculpt is not bad at all. I like it. Okay, as for accessories, we do get the one angled gripping hand with a vertical hinge, which is awesome. I like that they did that. The hand's a little weirdly sculpted, but you do get it. You get the fist hand too. Those came on in the package. Then you get 2 standard horizontal hinge gripping hands. That's okay. I mean, that's fine. I don't know why you really need all the different gripping hands. I think the one angled hand is enough for his one accessory, which is his sword. And it's not a trigger finger hand, even though it kind of looks like it. And he does not have his gun, so that blows. But the sword is okay, though semi-transparent where the gold is. And it's just okay. So accessories, 6 out of 10. The plethora of gripping hands is strange to me. Why do we need all those? It's very weird. But he does have his sword, and I do like the one hand. Alright, let's look at the articulation. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice, because I didn't look at it until I just got it out. Look at that. It's a double ball peg neck. Oh man, so much more nuance in the posing. You get so much more style in the posing when you can just lean the head wherever you want. They didn't get the best range out of it. Oh, should I be doing this? Yes. Because the ball is sat really low, it's stuck really low in the neck, which does limit the range. You get very little range out of it. But it's still better than a disc hinge, so that's fine by me. What they need to do is realize that you don't need a long peg. You don't. As long as you have a big ball, it's fine. A big ball and a long peg is good, but this would have been better if they just brought that one ball up higher. But the head sits perfectly on the neck. Look at that, no gapping, and he can look down, he can look up, he can lean and rotate. I love it. I love it. The other thing I love is the way they did the shoulder pads as floaty pieces to go with the arms. They don't impede the articulation one bit. So you bring his arm forward, the floaty piece goes around back. I love it. Shoulders go up better than horizontal. These guys look a little goofy looking when that happens, but sacrifices must be made, so I'll take it. And then of course you get your full rotation. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. Little goofy looking in the elbow department, but decent range. Actually, that's really goofy looking. I'm pretty sure we saw these before and I commented on how goofy they looked then too, but they at least have good range. Wrists, we already covered the wrists. Ab crunch on this guy goes all the way back, but holy crap is it poorly designed. He's got a super pregnant belly. He is ready to give birth when you bend him backward. That is not good. Leaning him forward, the belt does move and flex, but it's not the best range. It's okay. For an ab crunch, it's pretty bad. In aesthetics, and range is average. You do get your waist twist, the belt will lift and rotate. Hips are Bucky Cap hips, so there shouldn't be any surprises here. They go up almost horizontal. They go out to the side. Not quite all the way. They're not too loose though, that's good. They don't really go back at all. Thigh swivel is fine. Double jointed knee is okay. You do get a boot swivel. Mine was a little bit stuck, but it's there, so that's okay. Ankles go all the way back, all the way forward, and the ankle rocker is horrible. It's really steep. So his articulation is fine. The neck is really good. The shoulders are well done. Elbows are goofy. Torso's weird. Legs are average. I'll give it a 7. I want to give it more because of the head and shoulders, but then the elbows being ugly and the ankle rocker being terrible and the ab crunch being terrible, I can't go that high. But the neck is awesome, definitely. And the shoulders are pretty cool the way they did that. So it's definitely a solid release. If you're into collecting villains or ZEMO type characters, this is a must-have. It's definitely a strong release. So I'm going to give it an overall rating of 8 out of 10 for Marvel Legends standards. There's definitely room for improvement. Hands, the assortment of hands is weird. Some of the articulation is weird, but it is definitely a solid release by Marvel Legends standards. It's an excellent release, or maybe just shy of excellent, but it's pretty darn good. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. There it is, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you might want to. I have new videos almost every single day and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.